1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to do something that's a sort of sequel to older videos. Like I usually complain about bad Zelda merch or bad Zelda figures and stuff. And I want better figures, I want better plushies, and this is sort of like a response to this. Zelda merch concepts. Like imagine if it's figures or plushies, it's your choice. Specifically wave 1 and 2, and those waves will be more classic-y Echoes of Wisdom themed. I just think this makes more sense than starting with Tears of the Kingdom, because this is just a very specific type of design, and you can't really do a classic wave with like classic outfits. I guess you could do it, but it's just, I don't know. I'm going to do Echoes of Wisdom and classic first, and yeah, let's start. With Link, not Zelda, because Link is the main character of Zelda, and again, Classic Link hasn't gotten a figure, so it just makes sense that in this first wave, which is more classic themed, he's the first character to roll around. He comes with all of his weapons from the opening cutscene, except his bombs, because you don't really see the bombs like in a cutscene or something. And Link himself, obviously, you see him on the left. He especially comes with the level 2 weapons, which are the ones you use in the opening cutscenes. And again, just ignore the weapons the characters are wielding on the left artwork, because those aren't really relevant to the actual, like, he doesn't have the level 1 sort of might, for example. And yeah, sometimes I struggle with finding the right pictures, so sorry. And obviously also comes with the Hylian shield. Yeah. Next up, Zelda. This is in the last version of the video I didn't have Tri, and I also didn't have sound, so that's why I cancelled it. But yeah, Tri is one of her accessories, the Tri-Rod is one of her accessories, and the Ball of Light. Some made up version of the Ball of Light, just Echoes of Wisdom. Just so she has a classic accessory, because that's obviously classic Zelda in her classic dress. She just has obviously this design debuted in Echoes of Wisdom, but it's like the classic version of the Echoes of Wisdom design. So we gotta have this. Again, she doesn't come with 2 Tri-Rods, but I won't go over this soon. Yeah, Zelda, basic classic Zelda, first wave. Yeah, next up. Ganon, classic in Echoes of Wisdom. I didn't find the right picture for the trident. I did, however, find a picture of a fire keys. It's not the right fire keys either, but it comes with a fire keys and his trident, which you can see on the left. And yeah, here just like you can throw the trident around or something and have Ganon fight Link, Ganon fight Zelda, who knows. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's probably a bigger figure. And yeah, sometimes other characters are included with like the main characters, just like you saw with Zelda and Tri. And again, you might ask why there are so many accessories. It's simple. Link needs more, and the enemies sometimes need more too, so that's really the reason why. Next up, Impa. Impa comes with 3 or 4 accessories, one being her cane, one being the Octorok Rock, maybe. You can also just not have them. One being the Octorok, which is just included because it's a fun character to have and might drive up the value for some people, because again, it's just Impa, it's not Link, Zelda, or Ganon. And then she also comes with a castle pot, which, yeah, makes sense. It's not just like a nice thing to throw around as Zelda Link. So yeah. Again, I'm only listing accessories that are really important. I want to list, for example, scabbards, or just small things. I won't drive up stuff that actually drives up the value of like a thing, or is like wacky or interesting to think of. Like, I guess I could look for a picture of a cane, but I would probably just have to draw like a red square, and this wouldn't be too interesting, right? Next up. And this is something unique. Zelda Merge Wave 1 Extra Octorok Free Pack. Yeah, I'll include 1 extra per wave. And for this first wave, it's Octoroks in different colors. Again, I would probably say it's just the same mold, so the same general form, but it has different coloring on it. So we have 3 different Octorok types, and if you want to have more enemies, you can just buy the set like 20,000 times, right? Makes sense. Next up was Wave 2, and then the next wave is more Echoes of Wisdom themed. This one was more classic themed. So next up, Zelda Disguise, her artwork for her like box art for makes sense. And she comes with the Tri-Rod and an old bat. Not with 3, you have to buy the first figure for that. We have to be at least a little bit scummy, right? But like, she comes with your old bat because it's really iconic. It's probably more iconic than any other like Echo in the game, other than like maybe an iconic enemy or something. So yeah, Zelda's the next figure. And next up, we had a blue and red Moblin. Originally this was just one figure, being the red moblin with all 3 weapons. But then I thought like, hey, it's difficult to find a good artworks for it, so hey, let's just make this another army build set with with a blue and red moblin. And you just have like a sword and shield and like a spear. And obviously the blue moblin is more Link's Awakening representation, which we desperately need at this point. And we only will get later on to the Link's Awakening wave, which will probably just be 1. So yeah, having at least like the blue moblin is probably right, and it's probably more iconic than the level 2 moblin. And yeah, again, the thing up there is wrong. I couldn't really fix this, I already made this picture. So yeah, next up. Just 3 decus. Obviously I wanted to include accessories, but again, try finding a picture of their cotton candy. You won't find it. So, maybe I'd have deco nuts, maybe I'd have their cotton candies. And maybe it's just 3 decos. That would be fine too. And again, the reason why I chose decos and moblins over someone like right or lefty is because I wanted this to be more classic themed. And I think decos would probably sell better than those 2 characters. Maybe. I thought they could be pretty cool. I don't rule them out. They can definitely join in like an actual Echoes of Wisdom wave that is more Echoes of Wisdom themed and less classic wave. And next up, we gotta have a Link in this wave just because it's the 2nd wave. And like this Link is like a boss in 3 times. I guess I could have included the final boss, but like no. It's first off, it's a spoiler, and second off, I don't think he's that marketable. I think like Ganon and Echo Link are more marketable. Also, you can use the weapons from this Link not only to give Link a more classic set of weapons, like the bow and bombs look just more classic. You also get a set of bombs. You can also use these weapons for like Zelda. I won't include the sword fighter form because I just think it's not as good for merchandise. I personally also don't think that Echo Link per se is as good as like Shadow Link. But again, I sorta am chained to like the Echoes of Wisdom theme for like the specific wave, so I'm gonna just do Echo Link, I guess. Maybe he has a recolor for Dark Link, I don't know, but we will do Dark Link data on definitely a lot. Yeah, so we derfed Echo Link, and it's obviously the Phase 2 version where it actually looks different. Next up is something small. I will castle place it. No, it's not small, it's big. And it comes with Classic Link again, but this time he only has 1 accessory, that being his Sword of Might level 3. You can also give this obviously to Zelda if you want. And again, if you want to play as like Zelda with her sword fighter moveset, you just give her the weapons that Link has. Or heck, you use a Link figure. Again, no one stops you from just pretending this Link figure is a Zelda figure. I just think this makes more sense than having a Link figure and Zelda pretending to be Link as a figure. That just doesn't seem to be as cool, I think, for like a first or second wave. Again, we can talk about this later on, don't worry. I just don't think it makes sense for first wave. And obviously you get a Tri-Rod so that Zelda also has a weapon to like summon stuff with. And obviously she doesn't have as many echoes as you only have to really the bad as a specific echo. However, you could, for example, let us some Octoroks or Moblins. So you do have still this element of play, and obviously you can also summon the castle port. So I think she has a decent amount of echoes. Nothing too special, but also nothing too lame. Obviously she's included in another outfit, meaning that every single time that Zelda appears she has a different outfit. This time I want you to just get another Classic Link, which makes sense. Classic Link's outfit is just really iconic. I think I would probably rather have a lot of Classic Links than a lot of weird Links. And again, he's just like a nice little bonus. So yeah. And obviously the King is also included because it's the King. I wanted to include again lefty and right, but it's 4 figures. And I don't know, I guess you can say they are also there in the set, but also a little bit ran out of space. So maybe we have lefty or right, maybe we have 2 Moblins in the set too, maybe we have Ganon, I don't know, who knows. But like the King just makes a lot of sense to be also included, and yeah, this is it for the Zelda wave. How did you find this wave? I would, if you actually watched to this point, I would like for you to either like this video or write a comment down saying, hey, I want more, and maybe how would you do this, maybe you want to do this, because I do have to know if you want more to see more of this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I gladly do stuff I have fun with, and this was actually really fun. but I don't think it makes sense putting a lot of effort into just making a good video and having it underperform. So if you actually want to see more of this, then please just watch more of this. Like, watch of this, like it, or not subscribe. I think subscribing is not important. Or just like write a comment. I just somehow want to know that you want to see this video. Whatever of these ways you want to do. If you do it, I might make a sequel. Who knows? Next up, there's a little bit of self-promotion. I'm always putting this at the end of the video, and it's not something like honey or something. It's my comic. Read my comic. Link in the description. You can see on both sides 2 of the pages I made. It's like big pages because I just thought it looked better for this setup. The comic has a grand total of 200 pages or so, and again, it's available on the website. The link for the website is in the description, as I already stated right down here. It might take you a while to read all of it, but I don't know if seen a person who read through it in half an hour, so who knows. I think more is definitely on the way. I definitely plan a sequel. I don't really want to share the cover art, because I think the first cover art doesn't really look that good. I really have to like spruce it up at some point. It's my first comic. Like, I also didn't really have like professional writers or professional artists on board. I made everything myself, which you might be able to see. I'm also not too experienced in drawing, but I think you might still find it interesting. And I did hear, for at least from one person, and the person found the comic really good. And I did show some signs of improvement, so it's not that I'm completely hopeless. I do hope you might check out the comic. I might make more of those like little advertisements at the end of videos just for my comic. But yeah, you can obviously click off if you've already seen this one. So yeah, next time you see this one, you can click off, or you can reconsider if you didn't watch it already. If you didn't read the comic already, just read it. Anyways. Bye bye!